the young, and the restless spoilers. A chilling revelation for the Abbott family, the Parisian guest hides a sinister secret. The Abbott family, one of the most prestigious families in Genoa City, is about to face a storm that could shatter their seemingly perfect world. It all begins with a charming guest from Paris, Alan, who has quickly won the heart of Tracy Abbott. Tracy's joy is palpable, her face beams with the happiness that only true love can bring. However, as is often the case in the world of the Abbotts, things are rarely as they appear. The perfect gentleman, or so it seems. Alan's arrival in Genoa City was nothing short of spectacular. He was the picture-perfect gentleman, kind, attentive, and seemingly smitten with Tracy. Their whirlwind romance was the talk of the town, and everyone could see how happy Tracy was. After years of heartbreak and loneliness, it seemed she had finally found someone who truly adored her. But there was more to Alan than met the eye. Beneath his smooth exterior and polished manners, there was an air of mystery that left the Abbott family uneasy. Everyone was polite, of course, no one would dare voice their doubts, especially not when Tracy's happiness was on the line. But in private conversations and quiet moments, the whispers began. Who exactly was this man from Paris? What was his past? And more importantly, what were his intentions? A dream come true, or a calculated plan? Alan appeared to be captivated by Tracy, but there was something almost too perfect about his devotion. He showered her with affection and seemed genuinely impressed by the grandeur of the Abbott estate. The lavish lifestyle, the power, the influence, Alan seemed to realize that by marrying Tracy, he would secure a place in one of the most powerful families in Genoa City. The life he had always dreamed of could be within reach if his love for Tracy was genuine. But that's where the questions start to bubble up. Was Alan truly in love with Tracy, or was he simply entranced by the thought of becoming an Abbott by marriage? The family's fortune and legacy are significant temptations for anyone, and for someone like Alan, who was a virtual stranger, those temptations might be impossible to resist. The discovery that changes everything. The idyllic romance takes a dark turn one afternoon when Tracy, ever the devoted partner, decides to do Alan's laundry. It's a simple, domestic task, one that a loving fiancé might do without a second thought. But what she discovers among his belongings sends chills down her spine. As she carefully folds his clothes, a set of documents falls out of one of Alan's pockets. Curiosity gets the better of her, and she glances at the papers. To her horror, the name on every document isn't Alan, it's Martin. Passports, identification cards, and other crucial papers all bear the name Martin. For a moment, Tracy's world spins. Who is this man she has welcomed into her heart and home? The questions that need answers. Tracy's immediate reaction is panic. Has she been deceived all this time? Is the man she loves actually someone else entirely? The revelation is terrifying, but it also raises many questions. Could there be an innocent explanation? Perhaps Alan is simply carrying documents that belonged to a family member, like a brother, as a keepsake. Maybe Martin was a beloved sibling who passed away, and Alan holds on to these papers out of nostalgia and grief. But even as she considers these possibilities, doubt gnaws at Tracy. The documents feel too deliberate, too carefully preserved. The nagging thought that Alan might actually be Martin refuses to go away. How can she prove the truth? What if she confronts him and his story doesn't add up? Or worse, what if his story is so convincing that it makes her question her own instincts? The shadow of deception looms. The once joyous atmosphere in the Abbott household begins to grow tense. Tracy's radiant smile starts to fade as she wrestles with the dark thoughts that have taken root in her mind. She finds herself watching Alan more closely, searching for any sign that he might not be who he claims to be. Does he slip up and answer to the name Martin? Are there moments when he seems overly secretive or evasive? Meanwhile, Alan, completely unaware of the storm brewing within Tracy, continues to charm everyone around him. He goes out of his way to be helpful, to integrate himself into the Abbott family's routines. But is this sincerity, or a carefully crafted act designed to win their trust? The more Tracy tries to convince herself that she's overreacting, the more she feels the weight of uncertainty pressing down on her. A dangerous game begins. As Tracy grapples with these suspicions, she is faced with a difficult choice. Should she confront Alan directly and risk shattering the fragile happiness they've built together?